Let's still stay with President Akufo-Addo's ministerial appointment because the Trade Minister Alan Kyeremanten has been maintained as a substantive minister for the Trade and Industries Ministry. Mark Bedu-Abuachi is the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and he's going to be helping us understand the Chamber's point of view on his retention, especially when he has played a pivotal role in Ghana's trade and industry sector. Under his leadership, we saw the Continental Free Trade Agreement area being established, with Ghana hosting the Secretariat. We've also seen him, flow with various interventionary programs as the One District, One Factory initiative. Also, Alan Kyeremanten has fast-forwarded various reforms in Ghana's business industry, which has even eased the cost of doing business in the country to some extent, with his close relationship with the Finance Ministry as well, to ensure that most of the business regulations we have in the country are business-friendly and much more attractive to investors. We shall try and get in touch with Mark Bedu-Abuachi, the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I believe he's currently on. So, Mark, first of all, what's your response to Alan Kyeremanten being retained as the Minister Designate for Trade and Industry?
And let me say good afternoon to all of you, especially the members of the Chamber. Let me say that the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and for that matter, the entire private sector, is super excited that His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa has retained Honorable Alan Kyeremanten as the Minister of Trade and Industry for the next 4 years. In fact, Alan's understanding of private sector issues and also trade and trade-related issues is just exceptional. In fact, we have worked with him for a very long time, and his open door policy is always ready and willing to listen to us. Together and collectively, we have resolved a number of issues. And as you rightly said, some of the policies that he has introduced, especially the Business Enabling Environment Program, which sought to improve the business environment, has really helped the private sector. And also the business regulatory reforms, which sought to also improve the regulatory reforms, the regulations that affect the private sector in Ghana. For me, they are all exceptional. So we are super excited. We are happy that we are going to work with Alan for the next 4 years. So on behalf of the Council of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and also on behalf of the entire private sector, we would like to say a big thank you to His Excellency Nana Addo for retaining Alan Kyeremanten, and also to congratulate Honorable Alan Kyeremanten, and also assure him that the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is ready and willing to work with him to ensure that all the good work that he has started with the business environment will come to pass, and the private sector in Ghana will be the winner.
I can feel your, happiness there, but what about the expectations moving forward for the next 4 years of Alan Kyeremanten as Minister for Trade and Industry?
Well, I think if you look at the private sector architecture, the government has a role to play, and Alan largely represents the private sector when it comes to the government business. So for us, we are also looking at how the environment will be improved further. As I said, the Business Enabling Environment Program is very good. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and we really support him. The regulatory environment, if you look at all the agencies under the Ministry of Trade, the Standard Authority, the GEPA, and all those institutions that are doing very well. These are institutions that provide support to the private sector. So we expect that these institutions will live up to the expectation, and the Standard Authority, when you work in here, you get all that you need. And then back to the AFTA. The success or wherever we have reached with the AFTA is largely through the support of Alan. Right from the initiation of the AFTA from the AU level to Ghana level, Alan has played a very critical role. So going forward, we expect that he will really involve the private sector in all the things that they are doing regarding AFTA, because at the heart of trade is private sector. So the private sector will produce, the private sector will export, the private sector will actually do the marketing. So the private sector is very key, and we expect that he will involve the private sector in all the AFTA programs. AFTA have just started. A lot of work needs to be done.
Sure.
If Ghana will benefit from the AFTA, then we need to do more. The talk is okay, but what are we producing? What are we exporting? What is the support from the Ministry of Trade to businesses?
Okay.
We want to understand what AFTA is. And that is where Ministry of Trade comes in to provide all the necessary support for us to benefit from the AFTA. So for the next 4 years, I know it's going to be great, but a lot of work needs to be done. He has to do more to create the right environment for the private sector to thrive.
Mark Bedoabaji, we're grateful that you joined us. He's the CEO for the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, giving us their reaction to the retention of Alan Kyeremanten as the Trade Minister in the country. You're still watching The Marketplace.